48
I'm
hours.
disappointed that Johnathan would do something heinous as this, but I'm glad that the victim got some sort of justice.
We
I
about to
hope she
look.
finds some sort of peace.
I'm about to look and see what the situation was because I haven't been able to get an article. I
Have you
saw it
checked
a
out
headline
those
though.
Globe music videos yet? They are kind of hot.
Nah, not yet. I don't think I have. I might have. It's just hard to remember that type of shit, to be honest. But appreciate you with the 8 months, Zach.
I know my world was a lie when I told a girl I love her and she laughed in my face. I knew then and there that the world was an evil place. I didn't ask to be here.
Okay,
Do
okay.
you think the text messages is what got him packed?
We about to see. But I don't think that was it. I think they were basing this entire thing off of this one incident and using the text messages to paint like a picture of his character, and the other portions of the audio that were recorded. I don't know if those were shown in court though, but I think this was just referring to this one incident. You giving me a CNN link, but I think there are better links to probably go to get a better sense of what happened. I mean, I could start off with the CNN article, but let me see if I can read. See if I can read. You're so fucking stupid. New York jury on Monday found actor Johnathan Majors guilty of assault and harassment of his former girlfriend during domestic. We just gonna move on. Majors, a rising star who was appeared in Disney's Marvel franchise and Creed 3, was convicted. I just gotta slow down a second. Convicted on Monday of one count of reckless assault in the third degree and a non-criminal charge of harassment as a violation. He was acquitted on another assault charge and one count of aggravated harassment. Majors, who was present in court on Monday, held a straight face while the verdict was being read. They left the courthouse without commenting. In a statement to CNN, an attorney for Majors, he still has faith in the process and looks forward to fully clearing his name. No, I am not going to be summarizing anything with you, CNN. Shortly after the verdict, a source with knowledge of the matter told CNN that Marvel Studios will not be moving forward on any future projects with Majors, who was set to star as the villainous Kang in the upcoming Avengers The Kang Dynasty, due out in 2026. Oh my God. Do you know how lucrative of an opportunity that is to be a main component in any Marvel film or franchise whatsoever? You know how big of a thing that is for that to be like removed from your resume or your repertoire. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that would be like, I don't know how acting pays the same way. I don't know if he's given royalties for a certain amount for the movies that he's already made through Marvel. If those end up getting discontinued in any way, I don't know. The trial, which began December 4th, stems from the March
man
incident.
Got himself right out the paint.
He did.
Truly sad man.
He did. Stems from a March domestic dispute involving him and his girlfriend. Majors had pled not guilty to the misdemeanor charges of assault and aggravated harassment. During closing arguments, they said he didn't hesitate to use physical force against Jabari in the March dispute when he grabbed her right hand, twisted her arm behind her back, and then struck a blow to her head. I don't know if that was before they got out of the car or during the situation. What I will say is, based off the video that we saw, it was clear that, you know, it was more to be said or more to be learned from the story than just the video, you know. And that's why, like I said, I think this was such a, I won't say easy case to predict, but it was not as easy as people were making it out to be.
Man, but he was honestly the only good thing
Really?
about that movie. Damn, Marvel is doomed, lol.
That's fucking crazy. But it was never as easy as people thought it was going to be once they saw that video. Looking at everything in context, it was a lot more complicated and hard to read this than just, oh, we got the video,
like
he's done.
Gone take over as Kang.
Oh, we got the video, he's innocent. Like that, it just showed way too much, and I don't feel like anybody with common sense reading the situation looked at him as a completely innocent party and saw it as like a clear cut and dry. He's good. No further issues or worry. Like, I don't know where those people come from, or maybe they just don't read. But we got to stop using these public cases to fulfill like whatever sense of gratification that you don't have like in your own life, and using these people as like a conduit for like, oh yeah, like good, he's innocent, like of course he didn't do it, like why would he, like it's not as simple as that. It's never as simple as these things. But with what I can say about the assault situation is it's true. If she got a twisted finger or a broken thumb or a broken anything based off the altercation with him, then that makes the assault true. Now, I don't know what else happened in the courtroom. I would like to see. I mean, this don't really give me a in-depth understanding of what happened while he was there, what arguments were given, who's replacing him. I'm not gonna say Marvel is like washed or nothing like that, because that's like the ignorant part of my brain to say like, yeah, who's watching it anyway? He don't need to be replaced. But clearly, I mean, this is a huge opportunity, and to have that, like, I won't even say pulled, but have it. I mean, it is a pull, but to be pulled from that, even though they are basing it off of your own actions, it's just like that is a huge opportunity lost. I would feel so sick right now. Found not guilty on one of the intentional assault. So he was found not guilty on intentional assault. And again, this is only referencing the March incident when they were in the vehicle. This isn't talking about the 2022 incident that had the text messages attached to it where she said that she had a head injury and he was telling her not to go to the hospital. These are completely unrelated things. And I'm glad that, you know, the prosecution didn't decide to include that as like a major, like they weren't trying to get him on that because they didn't have any evidence or proof of that outside of text messages. It would have been much harder to prove that without any images, no medical history or documentation, just nothing. With this, it was pretty cut and dry that she might have probably suffered an injury. But damn, wearing a dark gray hoodie, seated with his attorneys, set a finishing date of February 6th. He faces up to a year in jail, but could also be sentenced to probation. The 2-week-long trial resumed in Lower Manhattan as the 6-person jury. It was only 6 people in the second degree, which is when a person is guilty of intent to harass, annoy, or alarm another person. They requested to hear the definition of harassment in the second degree. So he was prosecuted of harassment in the second degree, or am I tripping? They said they got him on not guilty on intentional assault in the third degree and got him on aggravated harassment in the second degree. It only took 15 minutes to deliberate. I'm back. What's happening to Mr. Majors? He's losing all that Marvel money. That's what's happening. He or she strikes, shoves. Okay, wait. Definition of harassment in second degree is when a person is guilty of intent to harass, annoy, or alarm another person. He or she strikes, shoves, kicks, or otherwise subjects such a other person to physical contact or attempts to threaten to do the same. Before making his verdict, the jury also asked to review the surveillance footage as well as the testimony from a woman who attended a nightclub with Jabari after the alleged assault. In March, the actor was arrested in New York after allegedly assaulted Jabari in the backseat of the private vehicle. A choreographer who met Majors on the set of Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp testified she grabbed Majors' phone after seeing a text message from another woman that read, "Wish I were kissing you right now." He attempted to retrieve his phone. She felt a hard blow across her head that resulted in bruising, swelling, and substantial pain. So she basically, from this, they're saying that she reached for the phone. He, maybe in an attempt to get his phone back, he just wilded out and just hit her upside the head or punched her in the face or punched her in the head or something like that to get his phone back. And then once they exited, you know what I'm saying, then they left. But it seems to be based off of the injury to her finger, and everybody should remember this too. Like, you can only give equal amounts of force. If she's trying to take his phone, he could only try to take his phone back. And if he does end up injuring in the process because he's over inflicting on the amount of force, then that is what they get with the unintentional assault case. So I don't know what else he would have done. They're saying harassment. I'm a little hazy on the harassment part of this, just in this one instance. But I mean, clearly the jury saw something. But what I can definitely agree with so far is the unintentional assault on the March case. But the other shit, like I said, even if you didn't look at this case specifically just for the March incident, it looked fishy outside of this alone. That could easily paint a picture for what she might have endured in the back seat and what he wanted people to think when he was leaving the situation. Because at this point, it makes sense for him to go run anywhere. Sean, it's the pushing outside the car where he was convicted of. You mean where he stiff-armed her? Because I think it's a little bit more than that. That's not where she got her broken finger or the bruised finger. That's not where the bruised finger came from. The stiff arm was outside, but that's when he started running. I don't know if it was based off of the push. Yeah, it seems more likely when he was trying to put her back in the car, or what happened in the back seat. That's what seems more likely. That little stiff arm that he did, I don't think nobody's really paying attention to that like that. Did I watch the Monster anime? No, I didn't. I haven't watched any anime in a long time. My only issue with this judgment is that I want the same justice for all women. White women are protected by the law and get justice way more than other women. I could definitely sense the, lack of protection when it comes to black women in that instance, because white women are usually taken more seriously or are used for like the face of that type of thing. Whereas if a black woman may have come forward, I don't know what the situation would have been. At least we don't get that type of closure publicly, but I'm sure there are instances where black women get some sort of justice in the judicial system when it comes to domestic violence, but it definitely isn't shown to the public in the same way that it is for white women. I'll say that. Even with Diddy, it took so long for the reckoning to happen. Yeah, but I think that was a bigger sense of like the world of entertainment overlooking problematic shit, and you can't advocate for change on somebody's behalf, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit up here and say every person that saw something going weird with Diddy and Cassie is like complacent in the situation, especially given how powerful Diddy was or is. But when those type of things happen, why is it still here? When those type of things happen, it just sets a precedence for like more abuse to happen in the future. Did he get clear from his situation? Nah. I mean, he forked over that 30 million or however much. I don't know if it was 30 million or not, but he forked over that settlement money. And I don't know about the girl in the other case, the woman who was saying that she was 17 when they ended up, when she ended up getting assaulted. I don't know where that's at right now, but I don't think she has anything else, but it doesn't look good. I'll say that. Don't look good. This is bad, bro. I'm actually sad. Marvel Studios has fired Johnathan Majors. Like, I'm actually sad because it's like, imagine you get this opportunity and you squander it like this on some dumb shit because you don't know how to control your fucking anger.